Welcome everyone. This is our new episode of The Power of Social Impact, Creating Tomorrow's World Today. Today we have our new guest. His name is Burke. He's the founder of SellYourMac.com. He founded that 10 years ago, and that's a fast and safe way for people to buy and sell Apple products. His website is ranked #1 in the trade-in industry, and he's also a public speaker and LinkedIn. He's a masterclass and coach. So Brian, thank you so much for being here. I have to say, when I saw your LinkedIn profile, I saw your website, you're always so charismatic. You always have a smile on your face, and I really appreciate that. And not only that, but also I heard about your story, about your life story, which is really inspiring. And I'm sure that you're going to inspire a lot of people when they see this show. Thank you so much for this.
Well, I appreciate that very much. A very kind intro. And I love leading with positivity because it truly is infectious. And bringing a smile can bring so many smiles to other people. So I always try to show up with a lot of positive energy and smiles. And I love your smile as well.
Oh, thank you, Brian. We're going to start with this first question. It's a general one because I love asking my guests what they think that social impact is. What it's like to be a social impactor.
I think to be a social impactor, it just means giving back and helping others. And you can do it in your own way. You know, not everyone has to donate money. Time can be an amazing thing to donate. So you can be mentoring someone, helping someone out in the smallest way to create a social impact. And you know, looking back when I started my business, I wasn't doing as well as I wanted to right out of the gate. So I couldn't donate as many laptops as I do today, but I still can make a meaningful impact just one laptop at a time. So even though I might have only donated one per year, that small impact can lead to big changes. And when you hear about what people can do when you donate a laptop to them, it's truly amazing. So I do love gifting laptops and changing the world one device at a time.
Your program is amazing. I was reading everything. If you want to check the program, it's on the website, sellyourmac.com. It's really inspiring. You could also donate your own devices. It's really amazing the work Brian is doing. So this connects with my question. How did you start your business, Brian? How did you come up with this incredible idea?
We could go back a long time, but the true idea for Sell Your Mac was born shortly after college. During college, I was buying and selling a lot of my friends' devices, and ultimately they did not want to take the time that it is required to go online and sell them, mainly on eBay at the time. So I was willing to do that. I had the entrepreneur driving spirit, nothing could stop me. So I would gather up all these devices and go and sell them for a profit. And I thought after college, I didn't get the job I wanted. I might as well just go do more of what I know. And I really knew how to buy and sell electronics. So I started with a lot of phones and then quickly pivoted to the Apple industry, which is my true passion and love. I love everything Apple and Mac and iPhone. So that is how it was born. And at the time, I was still buying and selling them, mainly through eBay, but I knew I needed another way to acquire devices. And that's when I created SellYourMac.com to be our inbound sales channel and make it much easier for people to sell their devices in a safe way. I didn't want them to go through the hassle of selling them online on Craigslist and eBay and Facebook Marketplace these days. So our website is literally geared to make you sell your Apple products in the fastest, safest way possible from the comfort of your own home.
Incredible. Well, I live in Argentina. So here, for example, I remember I also have iPhone. I have an iPhone since, I don't know, I was really young. And I remember doing that. I have to sell my own device and buy another one. And you have to get your own clients. And it's terrible. So I really, really appreciate the work you're doing. I wish we had here in Argentina, Latin America. It would be incredible. And you also talked about passion.
I don't know if there's anything down there quite like Sell Your Mac. So you can find out, let me know.
Of course. And you talked about passions, and that's the next question, because I was listening to one of your interviews and I was amazed because you said that your passion for electronics and Apple devices started when you were really young. I think it was 3rd grade, right? So I wanted to ask you, what's your passion nowadays?
I'm still very passionate about Apple, but the biggest passion I have right now would probably be for my family. I have a growing family with 3 kids. The newest one, Macintosh, is only a couple months old. So I have a lot of pride and love for the family, and it takes a lot of energy. So I'm putting a lot of my passion into that. The other things I'm passionate about include my business and all the team members there, We have 20 plus team members at SellYourMac.com, and I take a lot of passion and pride in knowing that we're supporting them and their families and continuing to grow them and grow our team, year over year. And I'm also very passionate about LinkedIn. I think there's so much potential on there, and that's why I've been spending a lot of time and efforts growing my network and engaging with people. And I think that people can meet all their goals on LinkedIn, and you can have different goals and succeed. And one of my biggest goals is to give back. So I love gifting Apple products on there. And I also love, teaching people about LinkedIn to help show them new ways they can find success. And there's so much you can do on there. You don't have to go to traditional jobs anymore. You can just sell on social media, for example, and not enough people know how to do that. So that's one thing I really love doing.
Thank you so much for your answer, Brian. And in the last episodes, we were talking about dreams and goals, because when you're a child, usually you don't only see the thing you want to become when you're older. You don't see challenges, you don't see obstacles. So now that you see everything that you've accomplished, what would you tell your younger self? Is there any piece of advice you would tell yourself? Is there anything you would do differently?
It's a great question, and it's hard to know if it'd be worth it to go back and make changes. I'm very happy with where I am in life and everything we've created together at our company. I do think about how it could possibly be different if I had raised money, for example, and really ramped up the growth efforts. We've bootstrapped our business from day one, so I don't have any outside, investor funding. And that has caused our business to grow more slowly, organically over time. So even though it's grown a ton and we're making Inc. 5000, fastest growing lists, I'm always curious, what would have happened if we'd raised millions of dollars? Would we be able to impact that many more lives, for example? Maybe our company would be 10 times the size and we'd be donating, thousands of laptops a year to underserved students. So that is something that always would make me proud, is just to be able to grow the business, to give back more.
And how was the journey? Did you face a lot of challenges? Did you find it easy to build this successful company nowadays? How do you see that past journey now?
I would say there are constant challenges at every step in the journey. And some of the biggest challenges were both with human and dollar capital. Finding a great team and always, curating that team to have the right culture is super important and a big challenge along the way. And having the amount of money you need to grow the business was one of the most difficult things. Back when I really needed more money was, kind of the Great Depression, of 2009, and it was really tough to get capital at that time, and banks wouldn't lend it to you. So I had to get very creative with how to grow the business more organically and not have all the dollars we needed to grow it more rapidly. And I think another challenge we're facing more often now is with competition, is that it's a very competitive industry. So we need to be more unique and find other ways to go to market that are going to beat out some of our competitors. And that's one of the reasons I am using LinkedIn, is that not enough people are on LinkedIn in my industry. So I'm seeing that as a blue ocean that I can use to find new business.
And what difference, because you're saying that one of the challenges is also standing out from the competition. What's one thing that you think that your company stands out in this environment? What's something that says, okay, this is SellYourMac.com. I know this is the right place to buy it. Why do you think that that's the perfect place to do it?
We always try to show, a human element to our business. So instead of having completely canned responses, you are going to interface with a human along the way. And there's a lot of communication that happens throughout our process. So we really want our customers to know and be comfortable and feel safe that their devices have been wiped. So things like that, when you send in a device, right away when it arrived, you get an email saying it's safe. And then you get another email saying we've wiped it, and another one saying the payment's on the way. So really trying to stay up with communication as much as possible, and also showcasing our team on our website. And if you go to the bottom of the homepage, you see the company right there.
Yes.
I'm showing the company on my personal profile, my LinkedIn. So I want everyone to know that there's real people behind this company, and it's not just a faceless organization.
I love that. I love that so much. And yes, I was skimming through the page, and you can see the team, and they all have smiles. It's really positive, a really optimistic environment. So it truly, you truly truly
I
show
strive
that.
for that.
You truly show it. Yeah, of course.
Glad to see it.
And what would you tell those because I know that building a successful company is not easy. It's not easy to start a company. And what would you tell those who are finding it difficult to start it nowadays because of fears, because of challenges? What would you tell those who are listening right now and they want to do it, but they're too afraid to start?
If you are afraid to start, you'll probably never get started. So you need to change that mindset. You need to tell yourself a story about the success that you are having. Be present in that moment. Say, I am successful. I am a business owner. I am an entrepreneur. And that'll help lead your mind to get to that next level and ultimately help you on the path towards success. And I also will say, find something you're passionate about. I couldn't just be someone that goes and sells cameras. That's not a huge passion for mine in and of itself, even though I love taking photos. So you have to find something particularly passionate like I did with Apple and lean in on that. And also have the determination to push forward and the perseverance to get ahead when times are tough. I've had some really low points along the way in my journey. And if you don't have the determination, you're not going to push forward. And being able to get through some of these sleepless nights and to be able to work long hours, you have to have the battery to do that. And that mental battery comes from both determination and passion, in my opinion. So find your passion and go after it.
I said that when we started the show, this is going to be such an inspiring interview because you can see Brian, he has a smile on his face. He's always so optimistic, so positive. And I agree completely with determination, with effort, with consistency. That's the way you accomplish things. That's the way you have to work for things. And if you're afraid to start it, you're never going to get it because you're the only one that can actually make changes in your life. So you're the only one.
Just start now.
Exactly.
A great example is I'm shooting a LinkedIn course. I could have written it all out and planned for months, or I could just dive in and start videoing. So that's exactly what I did. Don't waste time. Just take your first step today. It's like if you want to work out, if you do one push-up, you'll do more than one. Just get down there and get started.
Yeah, most people overthink when they just have to do it. But that's the most tough step. Starting things is the most tough step. Like saying, okay, I'm going to start the gym tomorrow. Okay, but that's the hardest thing to do. Once you start, then it gets easier and easier and easier.
Work out at home. Do jumping jacks.
Okay, thank you, Brian. And we're gonna end this interview because there was an amazing answers that you gave us. I want you to talk a little bit more about what you're doing at the present time, about your Mac, what you're offering, what can people see when they go to your website, what can they do over there, and also market yourself a little bit. We're gonna post pictures. We're gonna go post also the website here for people if you wanna, if you're curious about the work, you can go and subscribe and also visit Brian's page. So yeah, I'm gonna give you some minutes to do that right now.
Business is really simple. We buy and sell Apple products. We make it super easy for you to trade in and avoid the hassles of selling it on your own. And then if you want to buy a renewed product with a nice warranty attached to it, that's our sister site called renewedmacs.com. And you'll find that on our sellyourmac.com homepage as well, where it says buy an Apple device. So if you need to buy or sell something, it's pretty simple. Go right there and you can use my personal promo code MacMan for a discount or a bonus, depending on which site you're on. And then on another note, my LinkedIn business, you can find more about at brianthemacman.com. And I'm offering masterclasses for businesses. So I go into executive groups and I help train them how to optimize their profile and create amazing, engaging content. And I also do one-to-one coaching where I meet weekly with entrepreneurs and C-suite people, and I help them with their personal profile and their LinkedIn goals. And we are constantly dialing in to make things better, and soon launching a LinkedIn course as well. So a lot of exciting stuff in the works.
What is such a hard worker, Brian, that you are. I can see that. And I really appreciate your time. That's important. The most important thing is that it's like you have to have fun while you do your work.
Yes.
It's like you don't have to feel like you're working. You have to feel like you're doing something for fun. That's the way you can work every day.
Passion and fun.
Exactly.
Great combo there.
Thank you so much, Brian, for your time and for this interview.
Thanks for having me. It was very fun, and hope your listeners get tons of value. And if they want to reach out to me for more, I'd be glad to help.